This video might turn into a very bizarre video, but a very important one because we don't want you to get lazy. In my books, The Cool Impossible and Born to Run 2, the umbrella message is that athleticism is awareness. And no more true is this than the awareness we have with our feet. Athleticism is trainable, and it all begins with our feet. And in this day and age of super shoes and high cushion stack height, the further we get away from the ground, the further we get away from our athleticism. The further we get away from the ground, the more we are not able to use our feet well.
Super shoes, super cushion, super instability. For our feet and body to be stable, we need to be close to the ground. And the further we get away from the ground, the more unstable we get. That big toe and that arch, that's our natural stabilizer. If we have too much between it and the floor, we lose all that stability that's naturally built within our feet. So every step can be unstable and cause wobbles, or every step can be a form of strength training. We can turn muscles off and let them go dormant, or we can be stable, strong, and firing on all cylinders. Foot stability and foot strength is the holy grail for performance and longevity. So get connected. A little bit goes a long way.
If I'm not enunciating very well today on my video, it's one of those days that it's not very cold, but it's really cold. Give me -10 in dry humidity over 20 degrees in humidity. This 20 degrees feels really cold. Yesterday, I was able to get in one of the better early season snow runs. And when it's early season, they do not groom the trails yet. So this was a hard packed trail with a lot of foot travel. And even though I wore a very minimal shoe on this run, my legs and feet still got kind of tossed around, and I had to be really aware of how I was using my feet. So during this run, I had to be super aware of using my feet and not my shoes. My athletes hear me say that all the time, but we can have the awareness of using our feet well, even though we're in a shoe. And it just creates having the awareness to be thinking about that. Again, of using your feet, not your shoes. Remember, how we use our feet when we're running dictates how well we use our muscles, how well we use our body, how athletic we are. So having this awareness is going to be crucial. So to get an understanding of what I mean to run with your feet, not your shoes, try this before your next run. Take your shoes and socks off inside and run in place. Let the knees come up in front of you and just simply run nice and relaxed in place. And notice how you naturally strike the ground with your forefoot and letting the heel kiss. I didn't have to instruct you how to do this. Everybody does it properly, but we go to marathons and everybody runs differently. But the point of this skill and this drill is to give you the awareness of using your feet as we run. So do this for maybe 20, 30 seconds, 4 or 5 times before you go out and run. And then put your shoes and socks back on, go for your nice, easy run, and just have the awareness of taking this mantra on, of running with your feet, not your shoes. Focus on how your feet are being used, even though you have your shoes on. Create awareness between you, your feet, and the ground, and try to take your shoe out of the equation. It's almost like photography, where some pro photographer has a fancy camera and he uses manual settings where he can control or she can control everything about that photo, versus us just using our smartphone with no manual settings. Everything's on autopilot, and therefore everybody can take the same photo. Think about switching back into manual mode and running with your feet and not your shoes. So today I'm out for what I call a strength run. Have all my ultra runners and all my marathoners do this. It's a very easy run. You might consider it a recovery run from an effort standpoint, so zone 1, but I'm running in a very, very minimal shoe. Like I said, nice and easy, all with this focus on using my feet and not my shoes. So every step is an opportunity for strength training. So having no foot awareness is like taking a photograph in automatic mode all the time, where you're never fully using all the capabilities of the camera. And without this foot awareness, it's like not using the full capacity of what your muscles and a body allow us to do from a stabilization standpoint. So whip out that camera mode and manual and start using your body a lot better. So super shoes might make us faster. Bigger, high stack height cushion shoes might let us go longer distances, but they also make our feet lazy. They don't allow our feet to treat our body well, to fire muscles well, and to be a stable runner, a stable athlete, an athletic athlete. So take on this concept of strength running, where you're going out nice and easy and just, again, having that awareness of running with your feet and not your shoes. It'll transform how you think about using your body while you're doing it. But you've got to have the kind of the mindfulness of going out the door for the purpose of the day, of that strength run. Again, every step now can be an opportunity for great strength training that will fire and help stabilize the entire body. And stabilization is the holy grail for runners.
Run with your feet, not your shoes. Run with your feet, not your shoes. Run with your feet, not your shoes.
Over and out from South Park, Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and Born to Run World. See you guys.